What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I'm going to be showing off some half dollars that I recently picked up. We'll be adding those to the guardhouse box, and also I'm going to cover 3 silver stacking mistakes that I personally have made, one of which I've never talked about before on the channel, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so first things first, let's break open these half dollars. And I think I got around $10 face. In fact, I bought all the half dollars that they had. So look at that one. There is a dirty walker. Lady Liberty has, she got a little dirty on that one. That's okay. Just some toning, no problems there. This is all circulated silver. These are 90% half dollars. So the cool ones are the Benjis. These are one of my all-time favorites. They were actually minted from 1948 to 1963. So a lot of people like stacking the Benjis when it comes to half dollars because they're not super worn down like some of the Walking Liberties. See if I can find one. I think there was another one in here. Am I blind? No, here it is. They can get really worn down, and there's just a little bit less silver on them. Actually, a better thing I could show you would be this. So in the tube here, they don't go all the way up to the tip top, but the Benjamin Franklins, typically, those will go up pretty much to the tip top. I mean, look how much more full that is compared to the Walkers. Just more meat on the bones, and they're instantly recognizable as silver coins, unlike the Kennedys, which I love stacking the 90% Kennedy half dollars. But these ones aren't instantly recognizable as silver, unless, of course, you're looking at the edge. But the reason is because, obviously, after 1964, these were made of 40% silver. Then 1971, they switched them to just clad, which is copper with a thin nickel coating. So the Kennedy half dollars are great. Lots of meat on the bones for stacking those, but they're not instantly recognizable as silver. Even looking at the edge could be a 40% half dollar, right? Not 90%. The only year that they made these at a 90% silver was 1964. So anyway, enough of me blabbering about these half dollars. Let's talk about some silver stacking mistakes that I have made in the past. Mistake number 1 is buying silver that you're not familiar with. And I have done this before. But what I'm referring to is when you go down to your local coin shop, you see something in the case, right? Maybe it's an old vintage silver bar. Maybe you're new to stacking. It's Silver Eagles or junk silver or whatever, and you just don't know anything about it. They have a price listed, and you have no idea if that's a good deal or a bad deal, but on a whim, you end up buying it. What I'm saying is do not do that. I've done it before, and I've made mistakes. I've lost money. In fact, all of these half dollars I bought from my local coin shop, and this is the same local coin shop that I bought this Morgan dollar from around 4 years ago. So I bought this Morgan dollar, and at the time, I knew nothing about Morgan dollars. I was pretty new to silver stacking, and they didn't have what I initially wanted. I wanted to buy some 1-ounce silver rounds, which in my opinion is one of the best ways to stack when you're just starting out. Buying 1-ounce silver rounds, you pretty much can't go wrong because the premiums are so low. I mean, I was paying $1 over spot back then. Now you're looking at $2, $3, maybe $4 over spot, but still, it's really hard to mess up buying 1-ounce silver rounds. So actually, side note, for all beginners out there, if you live in the USA, that's what I recommend you do. Just buy 1-ounce silver rounds when you're first starting out. But anyway, I bought this Morgan dollar, and I paid 20 bucks for it, which you might be thinking now, okay, 20 bucks is not that bad. I mean, that's probably what the silver is worth now. However, this is a damaged Morgan dollar, and I didn't really know anything about Morgans. I didn't know anything about the condition, what they were supposed to look like, but this one is absolutely terrible. So if you don't know, there's all this damage on the rim. This was probably used as maybe jewelry, or it was in someone's belt buckle or something like that. it is not in good shape. So this is considered a coal or damaged Morgan dollar. And it's basically never going to be worth more than melt. So I paid too much for it at the time. I should have paid 16 or 18 bucks, but I paid 20 bucks. And you might be thinking, okay, that's not the worst mistake ever. You lost a few bucks. Well, back then I had no money. It was a huge mistake for me. I mean, I literally was collecting cans and using that money to buy all my silver with. So I was kicking myself. I was furious, and I'm happy I didn't make a bigger mistake. But honestly, I didn't have the money to make a bigger mistake at the time. But I know some of you out there who are stacking, you can make bigger mistakes. You can find that premium gold coin that you know nothing about that's graded, and they're telling you this is an awesome deal. Or maybe it's a 100-ounce vintage silver bar, and you've never bought those before, but it's an Engelhard, and it looks cool, and it's priced, $10 per ounce over spot. But you're thinking to yourself, this has got to be a good deal. They're telling me it's a good deal. Maybe even look at prices on eBay and it seems fairly comparable. What I'm telling you to do is not make that mistake. Don't buy that silver. Wait, do some more research. I mean, wait a week. If you don't buy that particular one, it's not the end of the world. Trust me, there's a lot of silver out there. And yeah, some stuff is getting bought up pretty fast, but honestly, there will be another opportunity. So that's my advice. Always do your research first. Don't buy anything on a whim. Mistake number 2 is overspending. And there's actually 2 different ways you could make this mistake. One is worse than the other. You could overspend to the point where you put all of your money into silver. You have no cash on hand, and an emergency or something comes up, and inevitably you're going to have to sell your silver, and you do not want that to happen. You will lose money, pretty much guaranteed. If you buy silver and then shortly after you have to sell it, that's a surefire way to lose money. Because let's say you paid $2, $3, $4 premium over spot, and then when you sell it back, you get spot. You just lost money there. So that's one way you could overspend and lose money. You definitely don't want to do that. The other way to overspend is you go into the local coin shop with cash on you, and obviously you should always have cash on you when you go to the LCS because you don't have to pay any fees. And you see something that you really want, and maybe it is a good deal, maybe it's priced really well, and you end up pulling out your debit card and paying that 3% fee with your debit card. Well, I have done that before, and I regret it. I wish that I would have gone to the ATM, got cash, came back, and just spent cash. Because when you pay those pesky fees, they do add up. You should never, ever, ever be buying anything from your local coin shop unless you're buying it with cash. So that's a mistake that I have made. I wish I didn't make it, but if you're not familiar with coin shops, basically all of them, they want you to bring in cash, and that's what you should be doing. So bottom line, don't overspend, don't overextend yourself. Make sure you always have a buffer and you'll be okay. Mistake number 3 has to do with fees as well, but it has to do with buying silver online. And I know a lot of you are buying silver online as opposed to locally. In this poll that I recently did on my YouTube channel, I simply asked, where do you most often purchase silver? And 61% of you said it's from an online bullion dealer, which honestly surprised me. That is a bigger percentage than I would have initially thought. But I get it. It's so easy. You're chilling at home. You get that email from the bullion dealer. Something is now on sale. You click a few buttons and then all of a sudden it's in the mail shipping to you. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with buying silver from a bullion dealer. I do it all the time. I love shopping online. However, there are a few ways that you could make mistakes and lose money. So the first way you could actually make a mistake and lose money when you're buying online is if you pay for shipping. You should never, ever be paying for shipping. Honestly, if it's $300 to get free shipping, then your minimum order is now $300. It used to be where all the online bullion dealers, you only had to pay $100 to get free shipping, but all that is now ruined. It's like $200 or $300. Some of them are even more. But whatever the minimum threshold is, you should never place an order below that amount. The other way to lose money online is if you don't pay with an e-check or some sort of a check. You use a debit card, credit card, PayPal, something like that. The only time you should ever use a credit card is if you're using a cash back credit card and you're going to pay it off right away. Maybe you're buying something off of eBay and you're going to get points. Then, okay, I get it. But other than that, if you're buying from an online bullion dealer, always got to pay by check so you don't pay those fees. I mean, again, 3% fee is ridiculous. You should never pay that. If you overpay for your bullion, then your stack is smaller than it otherwise could have been. I'm going to count these out real quick. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, I need $2 more to finish out this roll. So anyway, if you have made that mistake before, let me know. I mean, I have made it before, but it's one of those things I'm going to learn from and never do again. So anyway, are there any mistakes that I didn't talk about, something that you've made or something that you've been wondering? Feel free to leave a comment down below in the comments section. Also, I know it can be hard sometimes to figure out what you should be stacking, and I did make a video talking about that. I'll put a link up in the corner as well as a link down below in the description of this video. Definitely go check that one out. There's a lot of good information in that video, and we're gonna put the rest of these Benjamin Franklin half dollars in an empty tube if I can get it out. All right, so how many do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 face here. So we only need $3 more face to actually finish this tube here. So we're well on our way to finishing the guardhouse box. I am so excited to get this box finished. You have no idea. It's been a journey, but it has been a fun one. And honestly, this has motivated me so much to keep stacking. I think I'm gonna have to start something else when I finish this box. This is not the end, obviously. I'm probably going to be stacking till I die, but let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty tubes, so $50 face value, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 partially completed ones, so probably 70 or I don't know, $75 face value left to go. I have some more junk silver half dollars coming in the mail. And when I get those, I will do an unboxing and we're going to finish this. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.